Welcome to the final round of the Super GT500 Japanese Championship. We're finally here. Finally. I'm hoping that all of my sound and stuff is working. I've had a myriad of technical problems over the past week, which has been painful, to say the least. I want to see whether actually my audio is coming through, but we'll have to see. Right, okay, so 6th round, Suzuka. I'm hoping you can hear cars in the background. If not, let me know. We had a lovely time out at Autopolis 2 weeks ago. And this is a hell of a finale. I am going to double check the timing. It is a 60-minute race this time, rather than the 90 minutes that I've checked the data and then suddenly I'm like, oh, is it 90 minutes? Oh my god. But this is going to be hot, very sweaty, as it's quite warm here in the UK, plus I'm sitting next to a machine which is pumping out a little bit of heat. So, in terms of where we've been, round 1 we were at Fuji, we went to round 2 in Okayama, Chang was round 3, Sugo round 4, Autopolis was round 5. And as far as the championship goes, it is quite close at the top, looking at it. Barrett Ericsson is leading the championship with 163, but he's Robin Taylor's only 11 away, and Robin, I think, has been getting better and better. Hasn't won this season, but Tony in third has only turned up at 4 out of the 5 events, and he's in third. But he's won 2 of his outings, so I kind of expect Tony to come up the order. He's listed in 4th on my standings because it was in alphabetical order. But because of Tony winning and Nick Westy not, he is in 3rd on countback. So I'm in 5th. Apparently the 6th place car, Tim Cartwright, is not attending today, according to the sign-up sheet, so I should be safe from him. Ken Jackett in 7th. I had a good battle with him 2 weeks ago. He's on 98 points. So as long as I finish, 28 points ahead of him, I should be okay. But there's a lot of fast guys in this league, and it's been baptism of fire, and I've had trouble with this car, particularly with direct drive. So yeah. So anyway, let's get into the cockpit. Hopefully everything is working as it should. Turn on the crew chief. We're going to cycle that. You're not P last, no. I'm actually behind you, Ben. You must be good at Suzuka. So, right, let's see if we're actually outputting sound. We should be. If we're not, I'm going to be very annoyed. So let's get into the cockpit. What I think I might do, I actually did turn it off, but I might want to put... You don't see this, of course, but I might want to turn my rev limiter back on. Here we go. There we go. I completely forgot that I should have been sending it to my Elgato card. Right, panic over. Panic over. Right. So that's unmuted. Da, 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 da. I don't know whether we're going to do a pit stop today. So I haven't tested race fuel or anything.
All clear on the exit, you can push now. Just done it, 49.13.
What's my best lap time?
Yeah, we haven't got that data. Yellow flag.
Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't be sending the crew chief to the Elgato cards. Cool.
Green flag, sector 2.
Is that better? It's going to be niggling problems. And I've done a complete reinstall of Windows on my streaming PC. Thankfully,
Okay, Neil, there's a car exit in a pit, heads up.
I do run lots of portable software.
Yellow flag. It looks like Ericsson has crashed in. Turn 1, sector 1 is clear.
So the restoration is not always that difficult, but there's always some sound settings. I had the chance to kind of redo a few things, and obviously I forgot to do others. So.
Sector 1 is 3.2 seconds off the pace.
Yes, Ben, that's called audio ducking. Time I'm not speaking whilst I'm racing, and I feel the engine sound deserves to be heard, so at this rate I don't even think I'm going to get into 158.
Sector 2 is 5.0 off the pace.
I've not really got on with it. There's been so many things that have gone wrong. Not to mention the time when I did 3/4 of a race without force feedback. There's only been one race, I think, where I've felt competitive. Well, I wouldn't say competitive, I mean, I felt like I could fight with others. Other times I've just been way off pace. But coming up in September and the start of October, we've got some open wheel leagues. So we're going to be racing with some Tatus cars.
Okay, I'll do this one.
And I'm going to be moving streaming days to Tuesdays and Saturdays.
Sector 2 is 3.9 off the pace. Car in front has just posted at 156.47.
There's a nasty bump coming out of that chicane.
That's your quickest lap in this session. The lap time was at 158.00.
We're going to have an inter-team battle today. I don't seem to be getting a handle on Suzuka. Pretty much a breath of fresh air going to open wheel cars, being able to see stuff. I don't know how competitive I'm going to be in them, because we've got some open wheel specialists in this league who just seem to blitz everybody. They don't do any tin tops at all, and then they come and do this.
Sector 2 is 3.4 seconds off the pace.
Come and do the single seaters and then blast. Everyone away.
That's your fastest lap.
There you go, 156, Ben. I've got 5 minutes to quali. Maybe I'll go into that corner in third. That's Ben on softs.
3 is yellow. We can see Ericsson has gone off in Casino Triangle. Green flag in sector 3.
Let's see if I get this right.
Sector 2 is 2.5 off the base. That's your fastest lap today. Sector 1 is 2.9 off the pace. Sector 2 is 2.5 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 4.5 seconds off the pace.
There you go, Ben. What do you mean whatever R-Factor 2 gives you? You can choose your
Yellow
tyre
flag.
choice. I mean, it's not by much. It's only 0.3 of a second. So... How much fuel for 64 minutes?
For 1 hour, 4 minutes. We estimate we'll need 79 litres.
Okay, that's enough then. I daren't take any more wing off. I know that most of the passing places are going to be down the straight, but I want the handling in the corners. How much fuel for 10 minutes?
For 10 minutes. We estimate we'll need about 13 litres.
There seems to be a bug in this mod about changing tyres. It doesn't let you change tyres to what you want at the start of the race. I've had all sorts of problems trying to switch to different tyres. So my pit menu, if I switch, so I can do it in practice. But when I was in the race, I could not switch to a certain compound. Take fuel out. I haven't been able to figure out how to stop the crew chief from deciding when I'm going to pit. So I try to set a pit stop, thinking that he will. Maybe I shouldn't this time, just to see what happens. And I think after two times cancelling the pit stop, he suddenly goes, "Oh, okay, maybe the driver should be making that." Mediums, yes. So, we were expecting 10 today. I don't know who we're missing. Who are we missing? Let's look down the list. Johnny Gutierrez we're missing. Now Johnny Gutierrez has done two events and won one of them. So yeah. Right, we're getting ready for quali now. Unless I've turned up far too early again. I've done that once already, where I turned up an hour earlier than the race started. That was a bit embarrassing. Right, do we need to switch back to... Trackside mode. There we go. Whew. Well, that's why you save 2 setups. A tip I've found is I always double check because
That's the end of the session. P7.
I never want to guarantee that I know what I'm doing. I assign a setup for the race, so I click on my race setup and I assign it. Right, let's just make sure that I'm in the right garage. There we go. Right.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit. Okay, Neil, we've got 9 minutes to do the business. Okay, I'll spot.
I've moved all my overlays as well on my screen. In the hope that I can see the track limit warnings. Thanks for the luck. I'm looking for P8 or P7 in quali. Thanks, Teamy. Forgot that I can actually turn more than I think it may happen. I've turned up the damper on the wheel in the hope that it's going to stop the juddering a bit, so I'm on 50% damper. Particularly for this car, because if you understeer in this car, you get horrible wheel juddering. And it seems to be amplified in this car than any other car I've driven. So. We're short shifting out of the final chicane as well. Gained 0.3 on our previous lap. I remember we did a race at Suzuka in other cars. I can't remember what cars. I just remember being so vulnerable down the straight. A 155. See if we can go any quicker. Sorry about the noise, it's the traffic outside. For some reason, people have chosen this particular time in the day to ride their motorcycles through a village at full volume. So I apologise. It's the curse of living on a main road.
All right, Neil. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left.
I accidentally changed out to neutral then. This turn is going to be horrible on worn tyres.
Your rear brakes are getting pretty hot. You've got half your fuel left. E6.
153. Gained 4/10 just at the hairpin.
Sector 2 is 1.9 seconds off the pace. That's your quickest lap in this session. Sector 1 is 1.8 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.9 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.1 off the pace. Very little fuel left, just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
I don't want to get in the get in the way of Robin behind.
Yellow flag. Left side's clear. remaining. Sector 3 is now yellow. We're running on fumes, mate. That's a new fastest lap for Taylor, 1:48.65. That's the end of the session. 7th position.
Well, 7th position is not bad. Not bad at all. How far was I away from Carl? Oof, a second away from Carl. Well, we'll just have to see what happens in the race. Right, is that everybody? That is everybody. Everybody's in the pits. We're going to set the starting order. So, let's have a look at the grid. So, as expected, Tony Talviti gets pole position. Robin Taylor putting a quick lap at the end to get second. Nick Westy in third. Ken Jagger in fourth. Barrett Eriksson in fifth. Carl, again, seems to have chosen a different car, which is messing me up. Seventh is me. Ben Summers, my teammate, and Ed Jones bringing up the rear in ninth. Carl keeps changing different cars every single round, which really messes up the titles. So we're going to go back to our timing. Tower. Extended battle box. Let's go to the cockpit. Right, Carl. What car are you in? You are in a... That's not a Supra, is it? That's a Z33. So just by chance, I think... There's Carl in the championship. Carl. I seem to be looking at the right... car 5A3. Do. Right. Does that change his number? Yes, it does. Good. I'm hoping that people are not going to be doing that next season, because I've specifically tried to get them to choose certain cars. Right, we're going to do a short vote. Start prediction. Where will I finish? Well, we've only got the option to get a top 10, so a 5-minute prediction. Where am I going to finish? I am starting in 7th place. I haven't generally gone forwards in these races.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
I've normally just held my position or gone one backwards, so. But as I said, next season, I'm going to maybe try and do some more creative things for the introduction and stuff. We're doing a USF 2000 series, and we're doing a USS 17 series. Some of the tracks are going to be street circuits, which I don't know whether it will provide good racing, but we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. For some reason the track camera for my car seems to be in the garage. It is what it is. And it's gonna be really hot by the end of this. I'm gonna be drenched. So it's a manual pace lap for this. I would think by the time we've gone through the chicane, people are gonna have just gone. So the field's going to be pretty spread out by turn 1. I did think of proposing the idea that people should stay on the pit limiter at least until out of the last turn.
That's the end of the session. P7.
Right, we're going to double check that we have got the right setup on. Yeah. Wish me luck.
P7, 60 minutes. Okay, Neil, nice and neat. Stay out of trouble.
There we go.
Okay, mate, I'll give the calls. Green, let's go, let's go! Incident in Sector 1, yellow flag.
Ben, did you forget that
It looks
it's a
like
manual?
Jones, Summers and Struha have binned it. Green flag in Sector 1.
A manual start? So we're aiming to get in front of that white car today, but Into that corner too hot. That's better.
Summers is getting closer. The gap is now 0.6.
We touched the grass there. All the cars ahead are on hard tyres.
Yellow flag, watch out. We think that Struha has gone off in Degna 2. Green flag, sector 2.
Up to 6th.
The gap to Jogger ahead is increasing. It's now 8.4. Yellow flag in sector 3. P6. The gap to Summers behind is now 2.2.
It kind of sums up my season, really. The car ahead is on hard tyres. I'm on medium tyres. They are 3 seconds a lap quicker than me on hard tyres. This is the last hurrah, though. We should go out with a bang, metaphorically.
The gap to Jogger ahead is increasing. It's now 10 seconds. The gap gap to Summers behind is now 2.7. Gap to Summers behind is now 3.5 seconds. Sector 2 is now yellow. We think that West has binned it. Sector 2 is now green. Okay, Neil, the next car is West.
Really smooth on my throttle application then.
behind is now 2.4 seconds. West has retired from the race.
That's 5th
The
place.
gap to Jogger ahead is increasing. It's now 15 seconds. P5. Okay, mate, I won't do the spotting. Okay, I'll spot.
I was just checking that my spotter was there because Carl seemed to think that diving up the inside of 130R was a great idea. But I didn't hear any spotter calls, so I was too concentrating on actually making the apex of that near flat out turn.
Yellow flag in sector 2. We think Summers has been dipped in. Degner 2, green flag sector 2.
I don't know if changing down to second was a better exit for.
Your brake temperatures look good.
Ah. 36 minutes to go. I think we're on target with tyre wear. don't hit the curbs.
The gap to Struha behind is now 1.5 seconds. Your rear brakes are starting to overheat.
Maybe I am suffering from drag.
Guy on your right, clear on the right. Car on your left. You are clear on the left.
I don't know what happened with my braking there. I just completely got it wrong. I thought I slowed down enough, and then it turns out that I wasn't. That's half distance. Damn, wrong gear.
Car on your right, clear right.
That's the wrong gear.
The guy on your left. He's still with you, clear on the left. Car right. Right side's clear. All right. Right side's clear. On your right.
Jesus
Clear on the right.
fucking Christ!
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. We think Struha has gone off in the hairpin. Sector 2 is green.
Covering the inside line. I don't know if he hoped to kind of get over the top of me, but what he did was...
Gap to Struha.
Did it
Behind
work?
is increasing. It's now 9.1. We're seeing a bit of wear on your left rear.
He basically tried to get over the top of me by clattering into me on the inside line. I couldn't really go anywhere else. I knew that he was getting frustrated because I was picking my lines and kept going for half chances and half car widths. But if you're going to pass someone, you don't just kind of stuff your car into a half car width and hope for the best. Now, I appreciate the Suzuka is hard to pass on, but
Struha is now on hards.
minutes to go. I'm kind of in the middle between second and third on that turn. Maybe I should be picking third. I don't know.
Your rear tyres have got a bit of wear.
Haven't got anything for the top four. We're doing a similar lap times now, but at the start of the race they were just way too quick for me.
20 minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left. The gap to Summers behind is now 11 seconds.
Now, we did say we didn't have anything for 4th place in the championship, but I believe 4th place in the championship is not going to score any points today. Well, yes they are, but they haven't done full race distance, but they will still score some points. So maybe I'm not going to gain a lot on them as much as I think. It's what kind of keeps these championships alive is you can pretty much turn up
Your left side tyres are carrying minor wear.
and get points. You don't have to finish a certain percentage of laps. Westy is going to get at least points for 9th. I wonder whether they could,
Summers behind is now 1.7.
whether they could make it so that only the finishers get points. Complete brain
Okay,
fade
Neil,
there.
you picked up a bit of aero damage.
Shouldn't be too bad though, I don't think. To go.
Alright Neil, 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
I mean, these mediums are holding up quite well.
You've got a bit of tyre wear on all your tyres. Summers is reeling you in. The gap's now 5.0.
Get lapped by the end of the race, I think. It's in the wrong gear then.
The track temperature's falling. It's now 43 Celsius. Yellow flag. We think Jones has gone off in Spoon Curve.
Well, I don't know what one spoon curve is, so that doesn't help me.
Green flag in sector 2. Summers behind is now 4.3 seconds. Okay, Neil, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
So off the pace that it's saying the car ahead is about 40 seconds up the road. Under 10 minutes of this hell to go.
Summers is closing you down. The gap has come down to 3.5.
Whoa. Ben's getting used to Suzuka. Oh.
minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
Oh, I thought he was closer than he was.
Oh, on your right. You are clear on the right.
Slowed down too much.
The gap to Summers behind is now 1.5 seconds. That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes. Last lap. Good drive.
Gosh, Ben was coming on strong near the end.
Car right. Keep this line. He's still there.
Formation
Still
driving
there.
at the end.
Keep your line. He's still with you. Okay, no more spotter calls.
Ooh. Gosh, am I glad that's over. Am I glad that's over. Right, let's check the results, shall we? As expected, I'm a sweaty mess. Absolute sweaty mess. Right, race session results. Let's have a look. I think it was a lights to flag victory for Tony. There was no one going to catch him with the pace. He finished 25 seconds ahead of second place. Robin Taylor gets second. Ken Jagger gets third. Barrett Ericsson gets fourth. I get fifth. Ben Summers, my teammate, in sixth. Seventh is Carl Struhel. Ed Jones gets eighth, and Nick Westy didn't finish. Oh! Gosh, Rooney. Shall we see what that did to the championship? Let's see if I can do this in quick time. And open image. Let's copy image. Open image. Open file. There we go. Right. We've got a special way of doing this. I might as well give Chalner points while I'm here. Choose outcome. Top 3. Optimistic. Optimistic. What's the top 5? How was I going to get from 7th up to the top 3? That would have been Herculean. Okay, right. Let's put the points in. Oh. Right. Where are we? Super GT500s. Okay, so Tony gets first. That's 40 points. Robin gets second. That's 36 points. Who was third? Ken was third. It was a good run from Ken. 33 points for Ken. Barrett Ericsson. Thanks for the raid, Ben. Well raced at the end there. I was running out of talent. Barrett Ericsson is third. I get 28 points for fifth. Ben gets 26 for sixth. Carl gets 24. Ed gets 22. And Nick Westy gets 20. So, sort by A to Z. No, Z to A. So it looks like Barrett Ericsson may have won the championship. We're going to select those. There we go. Don't actually think I have access to the right files, so I'm just going to read it off. So, Barrett Ericsson wins the championship with 193 points. Robin Taylor gets second with 188. It is close for third. So that win from Tony Talviti leapfrogs him to third place in the championship with 184, so only 4 points behind second. Nick Westy drops down. Well, no, he was in fourth anyway, wasn't he? 164. I am just 10 points shy in fifth. And I did keep my fifth place ahead of Ked Jagger in sixth with 131. Carl Struhol in seventh with 116. Edward Jones in eighth with 110. Tim Cartwright in ninth with 106. And Ben Summers tied with Tim Cartwright on 106. But I think Ben gets 10th because Tim Cartwright wins on countback. So there you go. It's pity the numbers dwindled near the end of the season, but we got there in the end. We got there in the end. Right, so upcoming, we have, if I look at the schedule, and I'm going to put this in the Twitch schedule as well. So, so the USF 2000 Awesome Club Track Series. Why are they always mouthfuls? Please tell me why. That starts on Saturday, September the 23rd. Again, a 6-round championship. We are going to Townsville, Goodwood, Leipzig, Porsche, Bikaniki. I can never know how to pronounce that, but Nevering and Zwartskops Raceway. And then we're doing another open wheel league, which is a Tuesday this time, called the USF Pro 2023 League, and this is using the USF 17 car. We'll be at Sebring. I've tried it. It's bumpy. I think it's the paid version of the track, so it's very bumpy. St. Petersburg, probably just as bumpy. Barber Motorsports Park, that's a roller coaster ride. Detroit Street Circuit from 1988. Mid-Ohio, which should be kind of cool. And then Portland Street Circuit. So a lot of quite tight tracks for a very small car, but there's probably some very quick drivers. At the moment, the USF Pro has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 sign-ups. And the USF 2000, I think, has got a bit less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Numbers normally dwindle near the end of the season, so hopefully we can keep this going. Open wheel racing is going to be a little bit different. So banging doors, no, I can't do that. So people have got to be very wary of side-by-side stuff. I tried my best today. I used a little bit of racecraft to try and keep people behind. I'm going to have to check the replay for some of the... I think there were the attempts at passing, but if there's only half a car width, you're not getting through. And I was sticking to the racing line. I can pick my line. That's according to the rules. I can pick my lines. So yeah. So thank you for watching. It's been very, very sweaty. I'm gonna go off and hydrate, and have some pizza to celebrate. But you can join me back. Hopefully, when is it? It's in 2 weeks. Maybe I'll do a stream next week and do some practice. We'll go through the tracks, perhaps. Do a bit of a laid-back weekend stream. But hopefully all of my PC problems are sorted. It's been an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Oh, dearie me. But we've got everything to work. And I was having problems with the headset as well. I was convinced that something might happen to the headset, but no, thankfully not. Thankfully not. Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. Thanks for the raid, Ben. Ben's going to be joining me for the next season as well. We may have a custom car. I may paint another Dr. Pepper layout, paint scheme. So that should be fun. But I've got 2 weeks to do it. So watch this space, I suppose. I've got to work out how to interpret the template. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you later.